My passion always kind of started with background in entertainment communications. Really as a child, but I guess I really started developing a lot of those skills or interests back in junior high at Parkway Central. And I can say I was the classic AV nerd. I joined the AV club. And back then, Parkway Central had a number of outdoor buildings, and you'd walk outside, and so AV became kind of an adventure because it was the AV boys' job to schlep projectors and stuff like that. It was before video projectors. But the interesting thing is that I met an assistant principal who was very helpful and kind of very appreciative of the AV staff, and really kind of inspired us to kind of do more. So that's really when I kind of got bitten by the bug of communications. And taking it further really into high school. In early high school, I got active in the theater department, the audiovisual department, and again, the administration and teachers at Parkway Central Senior, either because I had ADD or just they couldn't wrangle me in, gave me a number of opportunities to kind of develop my own coursework and help them. So at a young age, I was managing what I, at the time, thought was a state-of-the-art theater at Parkway Central Senior. And also for a high school to have a media department like Parkway Central had, which Parkway Central had the first color video camera in the entire district, and I think even in St. Louis. And so back in their late 70s, that was a pretty cool thing. From the fact that we even went to cover who then became President Ronald Reagan, Governor Reagan at the time, with our little color camera. We got Secret Service press passes. And so the inspiration of those passions, I would credit, Parkway Central Junior, Parkway Central Senior, and the staff and a lot of great teachers of really helping me personally in my passion of wanting to go into communications and the arts. Early on in high school, I started working at the local theme park, Six Flags, and eventually rose to head up the entertainment division for that park and then the company. At the same time, started our own communications company called Creative Producers Group, which has grown to be a large corporate communications agency throughout the United States. And we now produce major shows for everybody from Nike to BMW to H&R Block, everything from producing a video, a major show, name entertainment. And so when I look back at the Parkway is really where I kind of honed in on those skills, and a lot of people don't know until they get out of college what they wanted to do. I think because I had that spark early, and the folks at Parkway helped me catch that spark. I'm always grateful to the Parkway system and again my teachers and the administration in helping that. But also to have the opportunity to have those facilities there, to have a state-of-the-art theater, to have what was a 3-room studio at the time, kind of our own internal TV station. I still go back with friends who are now professionals in TV, and we kind of grew up together at Parkway Central to say, can you believe what our high school had? And that also sparks us for give back to other schools because, a lot of schools don't have that. So I think Parkway is very special, and Parkway has given me a lot. I met my wife after Parkway Central, but my wife was 2 years younger than me. We didn't really know each other at Parkway Central, but so there's a lot of Parkway Central in our family. My parents moved from Ladue School District Parkway when I was in 6th grade, and so I'm thankful to that also because I don't know if I would have actually had the same experience if I were in a different district. So I'm very thankful to Parkway. I'm thankful to, again, the teachers and the opportunities. When I go back and think of some great teachers, there was a history teacher named Mr. Gallo at Parkway Central Junior, who was probably the most gentle man I've ever met. Was a great teacher, would always start off the day with current events. He kind of had a large stomach, and he'd put the headlines of the day on his stomach and rotate it around to the class. And just, some classes you didn't look forward to every day. I looked forward to Mr. Gallo's class, and he was always an inspiration. At Central Junior, there was a lady named Lynn Plasek who was a theater teacher there. We didn't have great facilities at the junior high, but she was always an inspiration, and we did some very cool things there. At Central Senior, the principals. I was either in their office because I got in trouble, but most of the time because we were working on stuff. And there was a guy named Dr. Tooley who was a great guy, and Mr. Giles, who was the principal, and just a lot of great staff. But Margaret Siegel, who ran the library, she put up with us. She was young coming into the school, and she inherited the audiovisual department, which was about like a fraternity of 20 wild boys. And she kind of whipped us into shape and really kind of gave us a lot of direction. And then a lady named Betty Pfaff, who recently retired, who ran the theater for years, just gave us a lot of rope to do what we wanted to do and to learn. And she was a great teacher. And those were some people that inspired me at Parkway Central Junior and Senior.